good. I love it.
I think it looks great.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. I love a lot of things.
Me too, dude. Me too.
What's your favorite thing you love? Love's a strong word.
My favorite, like, thing or person?
I don't know.
Let's go with thing.
Yeah.
My favorite thing, like what? Like if I could only do one thing forever, or like
person, place, or thing.
All right, favorite person. Like, I mean, I obviously Kelly, so I'm not even gonna include that.
Well, yeah, nah.
That's given, you know.
Fuck it, favorite thing to do, honestly. Because favorite person, someone's gonna get mad if they watch this and they got left out, you know.
I feel like I recently just had a favorite person, but I might have forgot about him already. Probably camera guy. He's pretty up there.
I don't know, dude. He might be after today. He might be.
Yeah, we might lose him.
Yeah, it's a shame.
We might lose camera.
He's a good guy.
He's had a rough life.
Yeah, dude. Seriously, like that's like messed up that he even like has to deal with this like crap. Like they really might put him in Guantanamo Bay.
I know.
That's crazy.
He's got one leg.
Peg leg.
He's from Guatemala.
That's crazy.
Speaks Spanish.
Yeah, we have to translate him. We have like a translator. Translates when he talks in English. That's really not his voice.
Yeah, he knows some English now. He knows like
yes and no.
Yes and no. He knows a lot of yes and no's.
Food.
A lot of food.
Feed me.
I'm thirsty.
Is the
ISO good? Like stuff like that. Just
Well, he doesn't even say ISO. ISO.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I know what he's saying though, so it all works. There's some words that don't even make sense that I just developed an understanding of, you know? Like, if he pointed to that box over there and just said something random, I would just know what he's talking about.
He's been doing this weird thing lately, though, where he's like got that like weird twitching thing. You seen that recently?
Yeah. Sometimes if you watch our videos really closely, you can see, like,
it's like a weird
camera
twitch.
He, like, he's twitching out.
I don't know. It's weird.
Might be, like, something maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he's like developing like maybe Tourette's.
Maybe
like this like delayed reaction thing from like coming over like, you know, just like delayed. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know. Anyways, what the hell, man? What's new?
Nothing, dude. Just been filming.
So you're actually not allowed to hang out with Vince no more.
Yeah,
right?
Vince.
You're not even allowed to like be in the same vicinity as him. Like,
no, Vince assaulted me, and I press charges against him.
Yeah, he's a little aggressive little bastard.
He is.
Yeah.
And he's always flexing. He always wears cutoff shirts, and he's always flexing.
Dude skips leg day, too. It's crazy. I guess
he definitely skips leg day.
I guess he gets a girlfriend, and then, like, he just decides...
I know.
I'm Mr. He-Man now, and just got
40K
subs. He must be cool fishing the same ponds every day.
Doesn't even fish with me anymore.
He really don't?
He just calls me and yells at me to turn off my do not disturb on my phone. Because when he calls me, like, you know...
You have him on do not disturb?
I always have it on for everybody. Because I hate notifications.
Yeah,
and he's like, I should have to call you 2 times. I thought we'd be further than this in a relationship. I'm like, dude, if that bothers you that much, then I don't tell you.
Yeah.
I actually did turn it off for him.
Yeah. Yeah, he called me yesterday. He was trying to make a pond out of a tarp. He said... How did you make your pond? I said, well, he said, I'm trying to make a pond. I said, I already seen your Snapchat, and you can just demolish the whole thing you made because the tarp's not going to work. He said, what do you mean it holds water? I said, yeah, it's not going to hold water forever. Yeah. It's going to deteriorate. It's going to rip, and you're going to have seepage.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a big old problem you don't want.
What are you going to do with the water? How are you going to keep it clean?
Well, yeah, exactly. And I was like, so I told him, I was like, yo, I will come and help you build this pond. So pretty much I'm just using them to build pond content.
It's a good idea, actually.
You know, so we'll get mad views.
It's not a bad idea. Just use Vince for,
Yeah, pretty much this is what he's good for, so.
It's true.
So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come build you a pond, and I'll just come film everything we do.
I like it.
And then, like, I'll make him, like, dig the holes and shit. And I'll
just make him do all the work.
Just yell at him and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, that's how, like, dude, I built my pond. I, like, pretty much... I dug it out by hand. No, like, excavators. No, like, little bobcats. Fucking nothing. Like.
Oh, how deep is it down?
3 feet.
Oh, my God. And it's wide, too.
It's wide, yeah. It was a pond before that, but I dug it out bigger.
That probably took forever.
It did, but honestly, dude, I loved it because it's, like, a fucking awesome workout every time.
Yeah,
like, I loved it. It's, like, moving rocks. I moved 2 ton of river rock. Like, river chunk. From my front yard to the backyard in a wheelbarrow.
Oh, my God, dude.
I did it all in, like, an hour and a half.
Oh, my God.
It was awesome. A fucking great workout. I mean, I split wood and stuff, so, like, that's one thing I do love to do. Like, I love being out on the farms and, like, splitting the wood and, like, cutting it and, like, but.
There's something about that. because Ben does like some landscaping here and there, and we had to go rip up a bunch of like bushes and trees and stuff, and like just like chop some stuff down or use the hedge clippers to just start cutting stuff.
Yeah.
You're sweating and your muscles start, feeling pumped and stuff.
When I was like 8, my dad had me. We still do split wood, but I was running the log splitter at like 8 years old, and like obviously at 8 years old, you don't have much experience doing that. So I'm on the splitter by myself, and like I hear like a couple knocks, like I'm like, what the hell? Next thing, the whole like stump that I was like splitting through just exploded.
Holy
and
shit.
It smoked me in the chest.
Oh my god!
Knocked the wind at me, and I had like blood coming like from my.
Dude,
like,
what
I like
the
cut
hell?
my. Like, it wasn't like bad, but it was like scared to shit. I mean, so like even now to this day, like if I hear any knock, like even like my dad's friend Johnny, and if I'm cutting wood with him, and he hears a knock, he looks right at me and goes, he just starts laughing because he knows exactly why I'm sketched out because it was like the scariest shit in my life. I'm still traumatized. I mean, yo.
I'm out.
Okay, why'd you need to knock?
Because I didn't know if you were
All right.
filming or not.
Bye.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think she just wanted to be seen. But anyways, yeah, the wood thing was crazy. You have any traumatizing experiences?
Yeah. Traumatizing. I don't think I've ever been like traumatized, but like I don't know. But like when I was in like 3rd grade, I was playing flag football on my front lawn. Not flag football, I was just playing touch football with my neighbor and my brother.
Touch football?
Yeah, like
with Andy?
Yes, Andy was there.
Oh
I was
God.
I was like 10 or 11. And so we lived on a dead end, and our car was kind of parked in the street. So I heard a bark, and I was like, "What is that?" So I walk around the side, like around the car, and we had a big long driveway that kind of went to the garage door. So it was a big ass pit bull, mean looking. Our neighbors, like all over the street, had it, and he was looking at me. His chest was all puffed up, and he was, whoa. And I was like, "Oh shit!" So then he barked again and started running at me. And dude, I'm hauling ass. Like this is probably the fastest I ever ran in my life. And I was in like 10th. I was like 10. I'm running. I get inside the garage because the garage door was open, but the garage door to the house was locked. So I remember trying to get in. So I fucking like just pressed my back against the door. And this fucking came running in, dude. Stopped like 3 feet from me. Freaking out, spit going everywhere, and swear to God, we just got a new puppy at the time. Her name was Naya. She was Rottweiler. She's probably like.
That's one just passed not too long ago?
No, that was Zoe. Naya she passed when I was a freshman in college, so she was before Zoe. But she was a maniac. But she was probably like 4 months old. We just got her, and as soon as he started running at me, my dog, when my brother and my neighbor ran in the front door like smart people. She got out because like her thing, like even to the day she died, she'd run. Like she just got out of the house and just run, like into the woods, into the road. So she just wanted to get out of the house. So thank God, because she ran and somehow knew to go in the garage, and she sat between me and the pit bull. The pit bull looked at her and just took off after her, and she ran around our van twice. Our van door was open, so she jumped in the van door, and like my dad walked out with a bat, slid the door closed on her, slammed the garage door on me, and then I don't know what happened after that. Yeah, I'm not sure, but they moved. My dad said he didn't really talk much about it, but he just said like he went to their house like afterwards, and they moved like a month later. So I don't know what happened.
Oh shit.
Dude,
Dude,
yeah, that was scary.
we had an incident like that. My neighbor had like these 2 pit bulls, and would get out of their house all the time. Literally, probably like every other day the dogs were out, and they were pretty nasty dogs.
Yeah.
Like they were just not good dogs. They weren't raised right, you know.
Yeah,
and,
that's all it is.
The dog ran out. My sister was coming home from school, and like this where the bus stop was. She was like walking down, and as she was walking, the cops were already here because they were trying to get these dogs, and they had my sister like locked up on the fence, like a chain link fence, and then the cops fucking drew their guns on the dog, ready to shoot the dogs. Like my sister was like this on the fence.
Oh my God.
And yeah, the officers had their guns drawn and everything. It was crazy. I remember like it was yesterday. It was crazy.
That's crazy, dude.
I mean, it's kind of funny because it's like
Yeah,
my sister.
yeah,
you know? It's
exactly.
like,
Yeah. Afterwards, it's always funny.
I have a bitch. Like you deserve that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, if she would have got bit, it would have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
I would assume. I mean, I got attacked by a dog before. That's not fun. My
Kinda
forehead got
dog?
ripped open by my grandma's dog when I was like 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his dog was like under a nightstand, and the dog started growling at me. And I was like 4, so I was
Yeah,
like,
you don't
"Fuck you!
know.
I'm gonna growl back at you." And the dog just ripped my shit.
Oh, damn,
Just like
dude.
like ripped my whole forehead open. I was just leaking everywhere.
Oh, my God.
No stitches though.
I went to high school, with a girl who had scars on her face. She got bit by a pit bull. But her family sued, so when she turned 18, she got like $1 million just deposited into her bank account, pretty much.
Damn. I mean, model incur over $1 million.
Yeah.
I mean, plastic surgery nowadays probably could fix that up.
Yeah,
With that
like-
mill.
For me, like, a girl may be different, but for me, that's an easy, like,
That's easy
if
bag.
someone before I was born was like, hey, you're going to be a guy. You're going to get bit by a dog when you're whatever. You're going to have scars on your face, which as a guy kind of makes you look like a badass. And you get $1 million. I'd be like, sign me the hell up. Because when I'm 3, you know, I'm never going to remember that.
I'm thinking I'm making some investments with that.
Hell
money.
yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, I don't give a damn. Like, honestly, it'd probably make you look cooler.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, dude, imagine just walking around with those scars, though, and probably sucked.
Yeah, as a girl, it's probably
Was she
horrible.
hot?
She was okay. She was like one of my
With the
best
scars
friends.
or without the scars? Oh, she's one of your best friends. So
Yeah,
she's
not
nice to you?
anymore, but she was. I always told her we wouldn't talk after high school. And she's like, oh, shut up. And we actually didn't because her boyfriend, they might be married or engaged now. But so we were best friends, and I knew her boyfriend since I was like really young, and we were okay we were okay friends. I used to take him to her house to hang out because I wanted them to date so bad because I liked him and she was my best friend. And then one day, so they started dating. They're also married now or getting married, so you're welcome. But
Hey, he should get a cut of that meal.
yeah, right. I
What the
should.
Fuck.
And so then one day I go to school and one of these kids comes up to me and goes, "Oh, I heard you're fighting so and so." I'm like,
Whoa.
What do you mean? So she stopped talking to me because he told her to, pretty much. Because like she felt like threatened by me.
What a peckerhead.
I know. I'm like, dude, I literally set you guys up. I don't want to date her. I want you guys to date, but she's my friend. Stop talking to me. We went to the same college too, for when I played football, and I told her like I'm going there. Wouldn't talk to me. Wouldn't see me.
He definitely thought you were trying to hit.
No, it definitely was not.
That's fucked. See, like,
Crazy, right?
that's the fine. I mean, I understand, like, getting fucked over and shit, but like, you gotta have some kind of trust, especially because the person has set you up. Like,
Yeah, and I've known her for 3 years.
like
already.
if I wanted to bag that, I would have bagged that earlier on. Why
Exactly.
would I have waited and been like a cuck, bro? Like, fuck that. Like,
yeah, if I wanted to date her, I could have and I would have her
Yeah.
way before they.
that's
started
what
dating.
I'm saying, dude. Like that to me is like just insecurities.
Yeah, for sure.
He felt threatened.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like I was.
Yo,
I
you
wasn't
grow,
like I am now in high school, but
Are you growing out a mullet, bro?
I am.
Cool.
Well,
Kind of.
yeah, I cut my hair the last couple times, just the sides,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
isn't good
Yeah.
because my barber moved down to like brick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So before he moved, I was going. He was like every 2 weeks I was getting a haircut. It was
You
so
know what
nice.
I do? It's like I just let it flow. I like flow, right? But like I don't like how the shag on the sides.
Yeah.
So I was
Like
like,
this?
screw it, I'm just gonna cut the sides. And people were like, oh, you have a mullet. I was like, I really didn't intentionally want the mullet. I
Yeah.
kind of just like the flow out the back,
Yeah,
but I don't like the side shag because it's just like high. It's like thick. It just makes your head look big as shit.
I agree.
Like when you taper up the side, it like makes you look a little bit more like
Everything's like tighter and
yeah,
cleaner.
exactly. So like
Yep.
that's why I do what I did. I didn't really intentionally try and grow out a mullet.
Oh, I definitely did.
And then the mullet like started coming in style, and I was like, all right, fuck it.
Oh, so you had it before it was cool.
I mean, yeah,
Before it was a mullet.
man, I've
Because
been,
everyone has them now.
yeah,
pretty
I've
much.
like two years now.
Wow.
Like yeah, I actually shaved it all off the one day. I cut all my hair off in last October.
I remember
no.
seeing you without it.
You remember, right? I think it was in October. It was recently, and then I just grew it back. Yeah, last October.
Yeah, I feel like it was because I think that's when we filmed the video at Andy's house. I feel like. We
Probably
did the
yeah.
Baby pole or whatever the hell it was.
Oh right, yeah.
I think that's what.
Yeah.
That was had to be because your hair. I don't think you had the mullet going.
My hair may not have been like as long.
Yeah.
But I was probably in the process of growing it back.
Yeah.
But I did like in last October I cut it off because my hair was long when we dropped like the those the bird dog shirts with like the orange one.
Yep.
When we dropped those,
yeah,
my
dude,
hair
that
was
was,
long,
like-
and then like recently, like right after that, I cut it all off, and I regretted every second of it. But I just needed to change for a hot second. And I was like, fuck it, need my hair back.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's like kind of like a part of me, dude. Like I don't mean to sound like a bitch, but like it
No,
kind
I
of
get
like
it.
the like when I was just like kind of just me. It's my signature.
I won best hair in high school.
Yeah, I got good hair. A lot of people give me compliments. Someone came to
That's
me.
nice.
I was at the eat one night, and some guy, some like waiter came up to me. And was like, "Your hair looks so majestic."
Oh my god.
I was like, kind of made me excited.
Oh my god.
I don't know what
number.
Yeah, like I was with my girlfriend too. I was with Madison, and I was like, I didn't really know how to answer that. I was just like, oh, thanks.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
I was going to see Matt Rife, actually,
Who's that?
the comedian. Matt Rife.
If I saw a picture, I know.
Probably. He's like all
Camera
over
guy?
TikTok.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, camera guy. Nope, it's not here. He's in jail.
Fucking slacking, dude.
What the hell,
It's taking
man?
a lot longer than I thought it would.
Yeah. Yeah, football season coming up, dude.
Yep.
So how's that looking, Coach Protz?
Coach Pride, yeah. It's fun. I like coaching. I just love football, so any involvement I can be, or any way I can be part of it, I want to be part of it. But
What's your like entitlement on the team? Like, what's your coaching
quarterback
title?
coach.
Oh, you coaching QBs.
Yes, I am.
You're in the high school now, like
Yeah.
coaching high school.
Yeah.
I remember you coached middle schools for a while.
I did middle school for the last 2 years, and now I'm on
Got
varsity.
promoted.
Yeah.
You guys gonna be good.
We have a really good quarterback. We have really good receivers. So we'll see how it goes.
That's cool, bro. I think it's like dope. Like, obviously, I have a big football background in sports and strength and conditioning. And like, sometimes I do miss like the coaching aspect, but then I just like look on the things I get to do, and I'm like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you know what, fuck that. But it is cool. I do miss coaching. I do miss like that. But it's like that takes so much out of me because it's like I have to be all in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like hard for me to focus on two things at once. I tried for a while, and it's just like
it's hard.
it's just like what is more fun for me, and I'm just like I want to go kill a gator in like
Go fishing
a
or
week
something.
and go
Do
fish.
something.
Yeah, it's like and just make a career out of it and just having fun, you
Yeah.
know. And like, that's like the main thing. Like I always wanted to get paid to do something I love. I love lifting weights, but then like you start dealing with some like assholes in the industry, and you're just like,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
not-
sure there's so many.
dude, so many douchebags in the strength and conditioning industry, especially at Princeton University. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
If you're watching, you're a bitch. I don't even care, bro. Like, you are a bitch. And then, yeah, like, literally just being able to just go out there on a bass boat today and just, like, sling some sticks. Like,
Yeah.
may not done great, but, like, you know, we were out there for 2 hours. We probably would have
Still
caught
fun, though.
Probably would have caught stuff if, you know, we didn't have to come in for the
Yeah.
the
I
quarter.
think we would have. And if I didn't suck, I would have hopefully probably caught whatever I lost.
No, you definitely would have. I mean, if you were throwing all the right stuff, I mean, there's nothing else different that you could have done. I mean, we were just getting dialed in. The wind conditions were a little crazy, but
Yeah, it was
that was
mad
your first
windy.
time fishing a big lake.
Yeah. On a boat.
So
On a bass
like,
boat.
I mean, it is difficult at first, cause like, especially you don't even know the lake. So,
Yeah. I know nothing about it.
but I mean, we'll go out a bunch more times,
Yeah.
and you'll see. Then you'll start catching them, and you'll start getting confident on like open waters. It's so much different than catching on a bank, cause like when you're catching a fish like on a boat in open water, like that thing's gonna like come straight down underneath the boat. So now you
Yeah.
gotta like worry about like that's when the net comes in handy, cause you know they either boat flip it, like I was trying to do today, and then spit the hook. Like I haven't so much, dude. I hate that.
Yeah, it's the worst.
But yeah, we'll get you out there, dude, and get you
Yeah, dude.
freaking dialed in.
I'm ready. Yeah, it just takes a lot of time.
Fall bites coming on too. Fall
Oh, I
bites
can't
gonna be
wait.
sick. Them new jerk baits that we're freaking working
Yeah, I got
on.
one of those.
Yeah, they're gonna be legitness.
They look cool. A lot of cool colors too.
The yellow perch one we're gonna do. I was thinking I want to do like the Tesla white.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I was pitching A-Dub the idea of like doing a video like Tesla white color jerk bait fishing challenge type
Yeah.
thing. Because I feel like no one has access to that. So like,
No.
you know, like how like in the search optimization stuff works. It's like SEO.
Yep.
And it's like you know, those words pop up trending and stuff like that. I think the video would do well.
Oh, I think so.
I also think it's a cool thing. I mean, the lure looks sick,
Yeah, it is.
so it would get a lot of traction. I mean, it's a sad thing that we have to deal with that stuff, though. It's like, how am I going to get this video out?
Yeah, it sucks.
It's like
It
a
really
tricky
does.
game. It's like literally a fucking puzzle piece game. It's so
I know.
annoying.
And once you think you figured it out, it changes or like
Yeah.
literally TikTok. I just don't understand it at all.
Like, I think like algorithms, dude. Like, I don't know, dude. I think it should just be like, if you want to watch it, watch it. Here it is. They shouldn't like make it like readily not available,
Yeah, I agree.
because you put a lot of time into a damn video, and like if the people that want to see it don't get to see it because it's not being pushed out to them, I don't think that's fair.
No, it's not. Even like my last video did pretty good, but like I got 988 views in like a day, right? And the whole day it's climbing, which I'm grateful for. It's awesome. But like this is just like on the YouTube side of things or the algorithm, like it's climbing all day. It's like 12 at night. I'm at like 988. Now like it's jumping like 30 views every 20 minutes. So it didn't gradually just run off. It jumped to like 988 and then just stopped. Just stopped. And then it took me another like day to get like the next 12 views. So like it just, I don't understand how it just stops like that, you know what I mean? But and then like I don't know, like the intro was okay, but like something happened with the audio. I don't know what happened.
Oh
to
yeah,
my
and your
music.
B-roll.
Yeah, my B-roll had no music.
Did Palm make that?
No, I did.
Oh, you made the beat?
No, I have a Epidemic Sound.
Yeah, that's what I used.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I used, and then I went back to look at it, and I was like, "Where the hell's my music?" And I was like, "Well, I have like 12 views already. I don't want to just like take it down."
Yeah.
So I left it, and then I was like, "No one's gonna fucking watch this now because there's no music." And then it was like one of our fastest viewed videos. So it just makes no sense. I don't understand. Maybe people watched it because they're like, "What the hell's wrong with this video? Where's the music?"
The thumbnail was good though. I mean,
thumbnail
$500 was the $500 eBay.
Yeah, maybe it was
challenge?
the title.
Did you actually
too,
spend
so-
$500 on that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
How
It
much
was-
did it cost though?
It was my uncle's.
Oh, so you didn't even get it off eBay?
No,
Oh.
total lie.
Damn, you lied to them
I'm
fuckers.
a liar. My uncle is a big fisherman, and 2 years ago he gave us a bunch of stuff, but it's like a bunch of old stuff. And
That stuff's awesome. I love the old shit. I got a lot of old
dude, it's
antiques and stuff.
cool. That's why I didn't really want to use it because I just want to save it and do something with it one day or
Yeah.
just hang it up. But I was like, why not? Just like last second, like as camera guy was filming the intro, I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna do this and just say this. So that's what we did. But I found a Bass computer in it from like who knows how old.
I've
it
seen
is.
that in the video. Yeah.
But like you can calculate what lures you should be throwing. So I'm gonna do a video on that. See how that does. You do like the wind, the temperature, the water.
Yeah, no, I mean that'd be a cool, interesting video just because like I'm sure people can still search what those things are and that video will pop up.
Yeah.
Like that's realistically breaks down how YouTube works. It runs through Google.
Yep.
So like if you just really start doing your titles as like things that like are, searched, then your video will get most likely good amount of views if that thing's searched that many times a month.
Yeah.
That's why like one thing about the cooking videos that I'm gonna be doing, like I enjoy cooking. Like that's something me and Madison enjoy doing together. So like we cook. But I was like, why don't we make some cool videos like doing it, and then like also like the search side of things. One, it can help people out if they're looking for a recipe.
Yeah.
And two, like I mean, those things are gonna get searched a lot. So like it's gonna bring a brand awareness to like what we're building over here.
Yeah.
But like obviously I ain't doing nothing half-assed, and like I want people to fulfill people's needs and stuff like that. But I mean, it's another way to help, do what we're doing over here.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Should more what's the word? Oh my god. Exposure.
Yeah,
All sides of things.
it's crazy like how everything works nowadays. Like if you're like not putting out stuff, like you're behind the eight ball.
Yep.
Like that's why like I've been so locked in now. It's like we have a great workflow, so it's like we're just like doing what we love to do. Like I'm not like making videos just to make a video.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally like, all right, what do you want to do this weekend? And then we're just gonna film it.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Like that's all I like to do now. Just do fun stuff. Connor comes over, dude. Like, and we just like go do whatever we want to do. And it's like usually just a fun time. Like we're just doing something for the weekend.
And it's enjoyable.
It's like I'm not like stressing. Like a lot of people like they'll like want to make like this like 1v1 like fucking chicken liver fishing challenge, and they're like stressing to catch a fish in the damn
Yeah, that's
video.
me.
So you got to go to like a small pond to catch something. And it's like if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But like, fuck it. Like who
Yeah, it
cares?
really doesn't
Like
matter. Yeah.
it's just like I just like to film like show people like what we're doing with the business and everything else. Like, cause I feel like that's if you're investing by buying something, you're obligated to see a lot of stuff what we're doing behind
Yeah.
the scenes. In my opinion, like that's the way I look at it.
No, you're right. Makes total sense. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, definitely a good idea.
So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I love fishing, and like just other stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I would even do differently, or what other content. Because like I said before, like I don't have enough stuff. Like especially when work starts. Like
Yeah,
I work till 4, then I'm gonna go to the gym for 2 hours, or not
2 hours.
an hour, hour and a half. Well, it takes 2 hours. There's so many freaking people.
Yeah, I guess the time you get there probably.
Oh, it's horrible. And then Yeah, so really just the weekends, really. But that's plenty of time to do what I want.
I mean, yeah, we'll be filming the podcast now too, so we'll have plenty of time to do stuff. But freaking, yeah, dude, I think we should plan some trips.
I want to go on a trip so bad.
I think we're gonna plan one. I think we're gonna plan a trip, like not soon, but like after I get back from Florida, we're gonna plan like the next like big send. I got invited to freaking Australia.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude. So, two stories here. I got two stories. So, shout out to my homie out in Australia. So, we have a customer.
No way.
Out in Australia, we have a couple customers that are like loyal customers in Australia.
Wow, dude.
And they messaged me and said that said, "Yo, let's come to Australia." I said, "All right, like what do you guys do in Australia?" Cuz like, I'm like kind of curious. I've never been to Australia. I've never been out of the country.
It's a 24-hour plane ride, right?
I don't even know. But he said we'll go shoot kangaroos. Apparently that's legal. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. He said we're going to shoot kangaroos.
What?
I'm not admitting that I did anything. I'm just saying what he told me, which I'm all for if it's legal.
That'd be crazy.
He said we'll go fishing. Fishing's crazy in Australia.
What kind of fish they have over there?
I don't know. It's crazy shit. And then he said we're going to fucking throw down. It's like fucking there, dude.
Dude, Australia's
Sign me up.
Wild.
I was like, sign me up. Like, I'm down for that. Because, like, that'd be a trip and a half. Like, just, I mean, like, we'd bring the whole crew, like, a good amount of people, and just have fun. But, I mean, that's like a far, like, not far-fetched, but that's, like, it'd have to be planned for, like, a year in the making. I don't even have a passport, so.
I do, I think. If you get a passport, do you have to ever get another one?
I think they expire eventually. I'm not sure, though. I honestly have no idea. I don't even have one to say, so. But then another thing, I was coming home from Virginia. I just gotten home. You know that I drive like 6 hours.
Oh, dude, I drove it.
Yeah, 5.5, something
ago.
like that. And I pulled up into Wawa to get some gas. If you guys don't know what Wawa is, it's like drugs.
Yeah,
It's like it's crack, dude. You get hoagies, anything you want there, subs, whatever you want, chips, ice cream,
Dippin' Dots or whatever they're called.
You can even get Zins there.
Yes, you can.
So I was getting gas, and then I pulled up because I wanted to get something to munch on because I was starving. And my buddy and Mike had called me. He's like, "Yo, come outside. Like I'm out front, and I have got my new boat here, and I want to show you it." So I was like, "All right, cool." So he was sitting by my truck on the way back when I was coming out, and he's like, "Yo, there were some people out front, some kids, and they like wanted." They're asking if you were in there because they're like I guess follow you. And I was like, what the hell? Like I was like, I didn't even know I had people that cared about me.
That's crazy.
So,
that's so cool.
I was
dude.
like, what the freak? So I like waited out front of my truck, and then they came out and they came up and they're like, yo man, like I follow you, like, and they're in my area. I was like, we watch all your stuff, like Instagram, like YouTube and stuff like that. Like we're like, he's like, it's awesome to meet you. I never got to meet you before, and I was like, I just like didn't. At that point, first of all, I just got done driving a long ass drive. Like I was like kind of out of
gassed.
it, and I was like thrown back. I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Oh, sweet guys, stay out of trouble." And and they were like, "All right, thanks," and then they just dipped. Like I wish I would have even thought. Like I would have gave them some free shit that I had in the truck, but I literally was just like, "What the hell?" So if you guys are watching, like, you guys stoked me up for that because that was like pretty cool. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Cool.
I don't really look at that stuff. Like I don't even look. I didn't even know I hit a certain amount of followers on Instagram until like someone told me.
Yeah, you're above 20, right? 20K.
It's like 20 point like something, but I mean, I don't really look into that stuff. I don't really buy into it. I just kind of just keep it moving.
That's all you can do, really.
I don't look at the views. I don't really. I mean, if I do look at the analytics, just to see how I can change things. That's it. I don't really look at like that stuff. I don't really get too involved in it just because like I don't think there's I think if you get too caught up in that, you get take away from like what you're actually like producing.
Yeah, it'll just ruin it for you.
Yeah.
Because like if whatever you want to do like on YouTube, if that's what you want to do, like no matter if you just get pissed off or upset about how bad or you don't think you're getting the amount of views you deserve, like you're just gonna ruin it for yourself.
Yeah, like put it this way, like there's some things you can do to get more views, and like I'm not like edit your video wise or like a reel or something like that. Like the reels that like people do now is like the vlog style, but it's like the voiceover stuff.
Yeah.
Like you kind of do it a little bit, but not really. Like some people really destroy their videos
with like the voiceover,
and like they put the font way too big.
Yeah.
Like the way you do it is good. I like the way you do it. But like some people, like I'm just like, this is like it's just a hack.
Yeah,
It's a hack because all it's doing is people are reading the words, so it's keeping their view time higher.
Yeah.
That's it. If that was video without the words in it, it would do dog shit.
Yeah.
And that's what people are realizing. Put bright colors with words on it. And I'm like, that's not cool though. Like that's not, to me, that's like, it's just a hack. And I don't really care about the hacks.
I kind of don't like TikTok because I think, like, the engagement, like, dude, like, imagine, like, even just, like, long-form content, I think it's just so much harder to get people to pay attention and watch, because even my attention span sometimes, it's just, like, I can't focus on something for more than, like, 5 seconds. Even a video, even if it's a video I like, or, like, a YouTuber I like sometimes just, like, dude, I just can't focus, and I'll go on TikTok. And I don't, like, go on TikTok for hours, but, like, sometimes I just prefer that than...
Yeah, so I think that's what happened with that app. Was like, you know, people got so used to short form content that like watching long form content now has to be like really good, because if not, you're gonna lose someone's attention. And that's what I was telling you earlier about what I'm doing. Kind of, it's like, all right, let's not drag this freaking 1v1v1 fishing challenge out for 30 minutes.
Yep. Just keep doing something new.
Yeah, you just gotta like show things that you're doing. Like a lot of people, like my biggest thing that I hate when people are filming is like they go from, all right, intro to I'm at the pond, or I'm at wherever they're saying they're doing. Like, how did you get there? Show how you're getting there, because that triggers people's mind to see, oh, this is how we're getting there. Even though if it's not long, it's like summarized. And then, like, boom, now it's a smoother transition.
Yeah, or even just B-roll of you going there, or, like, the car or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like exactly, like, putting the car in gear and then, like, driving off. Like, because people think that they're in the car when you're seeing that.
Yeah.
Like, they don't think that it's a camera.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's what in my eyes, that's how I view it. Even when I'm watching a video, I'm like, oh, shit, I'm there.
When I could even just tell, like, if there's a video that I forgot to get B-roll or whatever, like, it doesn't do as good as, like, a video that I get really good B-roll with, and, like, take my time with, pick out the music and make sure the cuts line up with the beat of the music. Like, if you take your time and just, like, because I want to get everything out, like, as soon as I can, and I'm not, sometimes, like, for whatever reason, I just put, like, not a time limit, but, like, I just have to do it now. And if I don't do it now, so I kind of rush it, even though I'm not putting it out till tomorrow, but I just want to get it all done. But if I take my time, like the one video I did with Vince with the John boat in that pond, like, camera guy got good drone B-roll. It was cool how it, like, started at the concrete, shot up in the air, got the cool pond, good music. Like, if you take your time and put more effort into that, even though it seems so, like, small, because even if you watch a video, like, you might not realize how important B-roll is, you know?
Yeah, I also think a lot of people overkill B-roll.
Yeah.
Like, I think some people, like, try to get too, like savvy with it, and they, like, now it just looks like you're a low-budget music video.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, they just, like, those... it's so cringe, dude. It's, like... I mean, I think I think a lot of creators can agree to that in the beginning of their career, but there's a time when you, like, start understanding. It's like, all right, let's not do a 30-second B-roll no more.
Yeah, it's way too long.
Let's keep it at 10 seconds max, and
quick little.
Yeah.
And even just, like, keeping the cuts up to the beat of the music, I think is, like, really good too.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, it depends.
It depends on the music.
Yeah, it really depends on, like, what the objective,
the vibe of the video is. Yeah.
Like, Vince does that a lot. Vince does
B-roll?
on his B-roll. He always, it looks like he's DJing. It's like
DJ Vince.
Fucking the drone shots are like.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's good though. He's been doing that for a long time.
Yeah,
like,
he has been.
all he's always edited his B-rolls to his beats.
Yep.
I mean, and that, it's obviously good for him. But I just think sometimes people overkill. I'm not talking about Vince. I'm saying there's just some people that overkill B-roll, and it just, like, to me, it's kind of like, all right, bud, like,
it just seems like a lazy way to, like,
just like you're just
take up space in the video.
I think a lot of people just get carried away with B-roll. They hear that word B-roll and they're like,
I need it.
But
and
sometimes
everything
you don't
they take,
need it.
they think is good.
Or
and
sometimes
just put it in.
Sometimes they think it needs to be in slow mo when it doesn't need to be slow mo. Like, sometimes the B-roll just needs to be normal speed. I mean, I was guilty at that before. I just thought B-roll had to be slow, but
Dude, same.
But, like, look at a movie. Like, it's like, all right, I can make a B-roll slow, or I can make it fast and still have that transition B-roll to trigger someone's brain to, like, keep them engaged.
Yeah.
So it's like really a science behind it.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I remember, like, when I first started, like, literally just taking the camera and, like, going like this on like whatever, and like keeping it slow and slowing it down, and then eventually you just realize like it just kind of like doesn't like maybe you just get better at the angle. You're like, all right, well that doesn't look as good as this would. Maybe it's just experience, but yeah, having a drone's really cool too. Like getting drone shots has just been really awesome.
Yeah, I don't have a drone anymore.
Yeah, rip.
R.I.P. Bub. Yeah, luckily Connor has a drone.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, I mean, so I had to get my remote back off, because I have like one of those built-in remotes.
Yep.
Bryce has it right now, but he was supposed to bring it last week, but or not last week, the week before that, but their tire blew out on the highway on the trailer, so they didn't kind of get it to me. But
God, it sucks.
But yeah, so that's like kind of a shitty thing, but. And then again, I think sometimes people overkill the drone shots too.
Me too.
I think it's like a tool that you use, but like not always.
Yeah.
You don't need it all the time. Sometimes it's just like, all right, why are we floating in the air so much?
Yeah, I agree. Even like, I don't know.
It's like
there's some shots
aliens,
that are just,
dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like
dude,
an alien
aliens.
is.
Oh boy.
What do you think about them?
Oh god.
Like, do you think like what's coming out right now and all that stuff? Do you think like
you want to get me going on this?
I mean, dude, I've been on this. Like, do you think in the next 10 years we see like an alien? And do you think that they look like aliens, or they think they look like just a little bit different people?
Okay, so I don't know about that. So my whole thing with the aliens is I've been listening to this Navy SEAL, Sean Ryan. He has a podcast. His YouTube channel is Vigilance Elite, and I've been listening to him. I've been watching his videos forever, but he started a podcast a couple years ago. Then he had this guy on, I forget his name, Stephen Greer or something like that. He's remember like that law they passed maybe last year about whistleblowers, how whistleblowers are protected under law if they come out against whatever company or government they're working for.
Yeah.
That they can't be prosecuted.
Yep.
For leaking information. So this guy started pretty much an organization that takes these people's testimonies about what's going on and where, and obviously there's a huge like they vet everything and make sure like it's true, and they kind of, what the hell is it called, cross each other. Like if this guy from California who worked for this department is saying the same thing that the guy from New York is saying when they were stationed at two different places, like they're trying to like cross-reference. That's the word, cross-reference people. So they have a whole database of these people are whistleblowers. So Sean's been having these people on, and pretty much what I got from it, which makes sense, is that, well, at least to me, aliens have been around forever, and they don't want to hurt us.
They don't want smoke.
They do. I guess. I mean, they'd fuck us up. They would.
So, like, do you think that, like, they look like what people think they look like? Or do you think they look like just, like, people with just maybe, like, bigger foreheads and, like, weirder eyes?
I think they look different than us, probably.
You think they look like slimy and shit? Or do you think they look like they got skin? Or, like...
They probably... I don't know. I never, like, really considered what I thought they'd look like.
Because I had this conversation the other night with Madison. I was like, we agreed. You know how there's, like, a lot of people that look like different people? Like, there's probably, like, a bunch of different people that kind of look like you, right?
Yeah, like Tom
Surratt
or...
So, like, you guys are a certain type of species, right? And, like, there's probably people that have the same mannerisms and the kind of, like, complexion as me. And then there's someone that looks like someone else and so, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that, like, they're just, like, a different species of human being that aren't from Earth. That's why we call them aliens. I think that word... Yeah. I think the word alien gets discriminized by, like, oh, an alien is, like, a scary thing. But, like, an alien is just someone that's not from a citizen in the United of the world. So it's, like... all right, they're just a different being. So, like, maybe the word alien doesn't mean, like, because you should think alien, you think big eyes, big head, like, long fingers, scary. Yeah, like, spaceship. Like, maybe they got spacecrafts and shit, but, like, maybe they look like us, kind of, but just, like, different looking.
Yeah, it's very possible.
That's what I'm getting, because I was watching a documentary, and, like, there's people, like, describing how they, like, people say they had encounters from people from, I forget, it was on Netflix. But, like, the way they described them and showed the pictures, they didn't look like aliens. Yeah. They said they looked like people, but just, like, different looking.
That's crazy.
So, like, I kind of believed that.
God. I don't know. I was never on board. Like, I think last year I was saying, like, how I don't think there's anything else out there. And I had, like, the viewpoint that, like, I think that the government just says that there's aliens because they want to, or like there's other life, and we're not that special because there's billions of galaxies. My
Yeah.
thing was, what if they push that to make you seem so small and you're worthless compared to the big universe?
Yeah.
But reality is, and either way, like, you should always look at yourself like that. But like, the reality is, what if we are the only, like, they don't want you to know how special and rare you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, this species.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
If you realize, like, there's no one else like us, there's nothing out there, we're the only ones, like, your life, I feel like you think about it, like, life on Earth or the Earth would be a lot different.
So what I would
But
say
I definitely
is
changed
like,
my mind.
like I get what you're saying, and like I understand that like Jedi mind trick shit, but there's so many universes that like there's no way that there might not even be the same. Like you ever think of like there's like a same person as you.
Oh, the multiverse?
Yeah, multi-universe or whatever the fuck it's called. What the hell is that called? I wish camera guy was right here because he'd be able to tell me.
Multi-universe.
Something like that.
Multiverse?
I don't know. I forget. Anyways, so there could be like the same person doing the same shit right now.
Who's done everything you have.
Like, think about this, dude. Like, in a different, like, you know, big spaces, right? We have never even probably been on the moon. Let's be honest. Like, imagine there's people thinking the same shit about us, and they think we're aliens.
Yeah.
Like, what if they're thinking, oh shit, like we're not the only people, but they're like fucking light years away.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that's another thing that's like, to me, that's like, holy fuck. Like,
Yeah, it's trippy.
Like, psh.
Dude, it really does. It really does screw you. Because it's crazy. Like, I was watching a video and, like, they explained how big everything, like, how you can't measure it. It's insane, like, how many universes and how, like, billions of galaxies away, like.
Yeah, dude, there's no way that if we're the only species, right? Just say, then goddamn, you are very lucky to be on Earth.
No, I don't think that's true anymore.
But from what I was so like my dad's big big on aliens and shit, and he has a guy he works with big on aliens and like does a lot of research and like I don't know, like I'm a firm believer where there's smoke there might be a little bit of fire. So talked about like how like the aliens are supposed to have like some deal with the government where like we can't handle them like right now, but like slowly kind of work us into it so then they can finally show their face or to us or something like that.
Yeah.
Which, do I believe that? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Like they say that like we weren't from this universe. We're from a different one or a planet, and the lizard people were here first.
I've never heard that.
I could get real deep, but like pretty much like they brought us here. So, like in the summer, they brought us here because our planet was dying, and now like our planet's kind of like going to shit a little bit. I mean, that's just a theory.
But no, it makes sense. I mean, I mean, who the fuck knows? You know?
I mean, I'm not I never met an alien, but tonight I might. It just shows up
Get
in the backyard.
abducted.
Dude, imagine that'd be sick. I'll be hold on, let me get my camera.
Yeah, let me just film this.
Yo,
It's
can we
gonna go
vlog
viral.
this shit real quick?
Oh my god,
dude, could you imagine?
That would help a lot.
Dude,
That'd be scary.
Yeah, man, you come back just like. But they like mind control. Like I'm pretty sure aliens have like mind control.
Oh, dude, they probably have the craziest stuff.
Like they say that like we stole like they have like self propulsion like you know like
yeah.
Apparently we have that.
So what I was gonna say was what I collected from all the whistleblower podcasts I listened to, which these guys are like high in the government. They all have these certs and stuff and credentials, and now they are saying that the government has withheld information from us for years. And back in, I forget, maybe Eisenhower, some president from years ago, they met with him. The aliens met with him.
Oh, it's called Project Blue.
Blue Beam?
Blue something. I was just watching a documentary. There's a whole Netflix.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I know exactly
about how they're going to... Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, the aliens met with Eisenhower, I think, said... We have the technology that aliens do.
Yeah.
Like, we have 0-point propulsion. We have 0-point energy. Like, I watched this one documentary of the guy, Steven, who went to a farm in Arizona, and this guy was running his whole entire farm.
Project Blue Book.
Yeah, Blue Book.
Yeah.
That's what it is. This guy is running his whole entire farm on a box. No wires, nothing. No, it's not drawing any power. All it does is let out power, whatever. So the guy's saying, like, the government has this technology. We have technology to be self-efficient. So, like, we don't need gas anymore. We don't need electric. We don't need all these wires. We don't need telephone poles. And where the conspiracy comes in is if that's true, which in the video, I mean, I know it's a video, but like I saw the dude running his farm on this box.
What the hell is in the box?
He figured out how to do, it's just 0 point energy. There's
That's
no
crazy.
input, just output.
That's dope.
So he said like there's hundreds of times that scientists and people just come up with this, but they get it out because in the wrong way because they want money. So they go to the government and say, "Hey, I invented this," and then either they die, they buy it from them,
steal it from them.
So he said like we need to pretty much put the schematics for how to build it on the internet, free market, so everyone can learn. I mean, we couldn't do it, but like the people that are smart enough can do it, can start making them, so everyone can have access to it, and then eventually the money would come. But like these people are just going wrong way about it. But he's saying that might have been completely different. But he says we can be completely like self-reliant and not need any gas. But then these big companies that make millions and millions and millions of dollars, they don't want that.
Now we got electric cars.
So with the aliens, he said that right now all the alien sightings that just came out of nowhere are actually our government, because we have all the technology that the aliens do.
That makes sense.
And we have collected down crafts, and we've had like contact with the aliens. And Eisenhower met with the aliens, and they said like, we understand you have this technology, but you can't, like, people can't just have access to this. And what you're doing with the government right now, it needs to be drawn back. Like, it's not going to be good. So pretty much all these dark, like not ops, but like all these, what's it called? Like shadow governments have this technology. It's a very small group of people, and the guy's saying like everything we're seeing now isn't really the aliens.
It's our government. It's our government,
and our aliens actually want us to do good, and like they're rooting for us, which makes sense to what you said. That if they had anything to do with us being here, they would all obviously want us to do good. Because like with the technology they have, dude, if they wanted to come, if aliens are real and they wanted to come here and just wipe us out, they would have done it years ago.
Dude, that's another thing. Like, I was in Virginia. When I was in Virginia, we were on the beach fishing, and you see like this straight line of just lights. Dude, it was a straight line. I swear. I was looking at it, and my dad goes, "Yo, do you see that?" And then like Madison sees it, and then we were with somebody. Artie, he was there.
Just like different lights.
Same lights. It's in a straight line, just like spaced out in a straight line, just moving. I swear to God, dude, I couldn't get up.
Dude?
Yeah. My dad looked up, said it was like a satellite, but I don't know if I believe that.
Probably not.
But there's also a lot of UFO sightings right by the or the air base that's right in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, and that's where they said like it's just we have the technology.
I was probably just text, and it was at nighttime too, so I mean it makes sense why it would be going down. But my dad works with, dude, we should get him on a podcast. He's like huge on aliens.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
And like he knows,
I'd love to hear what he has to say.
He's a conspiracy, but he knows like. He has that shit backed up because he does his research, and like it'd at least be cool to hear a different, like a thought on that, because I think that'd be cool to maybe talk about and just ramble on.
And even the stuff I'm saying, I'm not like relaying it very well because like,
no one can. No one knows. There's no backing to it. It's just like, okay, this could be.
No, there's really not.
I mean, I believe, like I said, I believe more in aliens than I do Bigfoot.
Oh, dude, I believe in Bigfoot.
You believe in Bigfoot?
But there's definitely more evidence of aliens now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Than Bigfoot.
Which is crazy.
I still haven't seen Bigfoot.
I think Bigfoot's real.
You think that video back in the day was real?
Yeah, I do.
Imagine it was real.
So I think it's real because it was from the 70s, right? And in the video, you can see the muscle flexion when the thing's walking. Like, you can see it because I guess it looked wet. But you can see the muscle contracting when it's walking, which is like crazy to think about, like someone paying that much detail to something. And then also the Bigfoot in that video had boobs. So like even that, like I'm sure there's people that think about that, but like if I was going to stage something, that wouldn't even cross my mind to be like, hey, add boobs. You know what I mean?
Add boobs.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I'm like, maybe it was real. Like, and then to have that type of costume technology back then to where like it's like literally you can see the muscles contracting when it's walking through the fur. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, it would be crazy if there were Bigfoots, but I feel like if there were actually Bigfoots, like, we would see them, bro. Like, obviously, that's shapeshifters, but like, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother. That's a whole other thing. Yeah. But like, I don't know, dude. Like, that shit's all kind of crazy. I mean, it came from something. So like, I mean,
dude, I have a picture because I went to Virginia too. We went to Williamsburg. And
You got some UFOs too?
No, like ghost stuff.
You believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I believe in ghosts.
Have you ever seen one?
I've ever seen a ghost. I've never seen a ghost, but I'll tell you what happened to me.
Oh.
I've had a few things
You got
happen to me.
touched by a ghost?
Oh, dude. So one time,
Is that considered statutory?
it should have been, honestly.
Shit.
One time it was after someone's Sweet 16, but I was older. I think I just graduated, and I was pretty drunk. No, I was not drunk. I was just really upset over something. So I went out to my friend's house, or to his front porch, and I had like my guinea tee on because I was dressed up for the Sweet 16, and I'm sitting on the porch by myself, and I'm like leaning like this, and something pulled my guinea tee, like, you know how it's tight, so it leaves like a kind of gap between your back muscles. Something pulled it and snapped it back on my back, and I fucking shot up and ran right in my friend's house. I was like, dude, what the hell? I was freaking out. So that was like the first weird thing. But like this might be far-fetched, but it kind of looked a little weird. So we went to like a ghost tour in like Williamsburg, Virginia.
Yeah. I've done one of those in Gettysburg. Those people make a fuck ton of money on that
dude.
stuff, by the way.
Yeah. I had one guy who was on the tour too, like he had like the app that like Ghost Ventures uses or whatever. So he was like getting all these voices coming through and stuff, and like some of them were kind of weird. But then like we were at this one house where like it's like haunted as like shit apparently, and he shows me, he's like, dude, it's just in the tree, and I was like,
what?
All right. 2 seconds after he said that, the ghost tour lady goes, yeah, and the son died because he was climbing the tree and fell out of it. And I was like,
what said it was in the tree though?
The app. Like, the guy had an app that, like, Ghost Ventures use that picks up different frequencies.
Do you have
a
picture of it?
Not that. But on his phone, it said, in the trees. And I was like, yeah, there's trees there. And then, like, 2 seconds after I saw that, the tour guide was like, yeah, the son climbed the trees, fell out of it, and died.
Oh,
and I was like, that's kind of weird. What was this picture? But they were explaining this one ghost story about this one haunted spot. Oh, dude, I'm not gonna, what the hell, man? If you want to talk about something else. Oh, here it is. So, I can send it to you if you want to put it on the screen.
Yeah.
If it even...
I'll pop it up right now.
So, like, if you had to look at this, right? I don't know if you can see it. Like, what does that look like? See that? Like, in front of that door?
Yeah.
What do you think it looks like? Do you see something?
I just feel like a blur there.
Oh.
Or something, no?
Well, it's going to be... Yeah.
Where?
Like, right...
Oh, right there? Oh, looks
here. No, in front of the door.
Oh, let's say like right there kind of looks
Oh,
like
yeah, it's just shadow, I think.
Looks like
Like, in front of the door, like, standing in front of the door.
What's it look like?
Yeah, you see something?
Maybe a face or something?
So, like, what I see is... Which, now, like, I'm going to tell you what it looks like. You'll probably see it. Like, someone, like, with their left arm up, facing the door, like, knocking on it, right?
Oh, yeah, I
guess. You see it now? Like, the
hair. Oh,
hair.
yeah.
So... Now, it could just be a smudge or whatever. But
we'll
like,
circle it. We'll circle
yeah.
it. Put it up.
But the story behind this house was there were security guards that chased a little kid into the building. So it looks like a little kid knocking on the door.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So that was weird.
The left hand.
Yeah.
And in the back.
Yeah,
no, that makes sense. Damn.
And then one time...
Man, you just, like, got a lot of things with ghosts, man.
Dude, I don't...
You and his ghosts,
I don't know. I think my house now is haunted. But one time, the scariest thing that happened to me was me and Ben were going to watch something in my room. And so we have, like, if you stand in my room and look out, if you look to the right a little bit, it's our basement door.
Mm.
And then it's our hallway. And then if you make a hard right, it's our living room. And if you make a left, it's the stairs to the kitchen, where we have, like, a split level house. So Ben's in my room, and he's, like, kind of can see, like, out my door, like from the basement door was open, and he just stops, and he goes, dude, I saw somebody walking into the living room. He's like, it was just all white. I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. So I start getting the chills. So I start recording, and I have the video, but you could see an orb come into the room. Then it shoots down the, so it wasn't dust, like dust follows the same path pretty much, and stays pretty much the same size. The orb comes in, swirls around Ben, shoots down into the basement, so you can see it getting smaller, then shoots back up and out, and it gets bigger as it comes closer to me. So I didn't see that at the time. So then we're standing, so we leave my room now because I'm looking, and I hear, like, music playing. And I'm like, what is that? So Ben goes, do you hear music? I'm like, yeah. So on video, if you listen really closely, you can hear like a music box playing. Like it did it twice. You can hear the tune. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. I'm getting the chills. I was like, what is happening? So I'm like, all right, mom and dad are like watching TV or something. So we go upstairs and my sister's sleeping with the TV off. My mom and dad have the TV off. So I wake them up. I'm like, where would there be a mystery, like a music box? And they're like, I don't know. Like, do we even have one? So when you come down from my parents from the upstairs rooms, if you go left, there's a cabinet door. It's my great grandma's. It's her cabinet, her old cabinet. And it's like it's like in the room, like the living room that no one ever goes into.
Right.
And the door's wide open. And then so I went over there, and the music box was sitting right there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was probably one of the craziest things that happened to me.
That is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff. I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe or I do believe. I just don't really know. I've really never had any crazy encounters.
Yeah, I think you have to experience something like that before. I mean, I'm not even fully, because like you can always explain. Like maybe my mom opened the door. And, like,
unless I had
about
some
it.
like crazy experience where like I mean, I think anything's possible.
Yeah.
Realistically, I mean, you look at the galaxy. I mean, like I said, we're going down a dark hole right now, but. I mean, I think you could probably think that anything's really not far-fetched.
No. There's like a bunch of weird stuff.
But I mean, I think we can go on, but I think we gotta go see if camera guy's in jail yet.
Yeah, we gotta make sure he's still here.
All right, well, this is the end of this podcast, but like I said, we'll be rolling one out once a week. Most of the time, Chris will be on unless I'm out traveling somewhere and he can't make it, then there'll be other people on, but there should be one every Wednesday, and we're going to keep these things rolling, keep it alive.
Love it.
And yeah, so if you guys like it, subscribe. If you don't, go fuck yourself. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.
Later.